Okay, before I get started on my review, I want to take this time to actually talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Today is January 16th, 2012, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Um, I want to thank Martin Luther King Jr. even though he's not here anymore. He has definitely done a lot for African Americans like me, especially during the times of civil unrest when he himself was attacked and unfortunately led to his demise. But he did fight for a cause that he believed in. He fought for the civil freedoms of African Americans. So I want to thank Martin Luther King. God bless you. And I also want to thank everything you have done. Going on to my review. I'm going to be real. I like being wrong. There are times that I like to be wrong, and tonight is a night that I like to be wrong. I thought this Raw was going to totally suck. I thought I was going to be really pissed off tonight. I thought I was going to literally start pulling whatever's left of my hair out, but I was wrong. And I like being wrong. Number one, the introduction to the show was great. It really was. The fact that Mick Foley decided to come out and declare himself to be a part of the Big 30 was really good because it did set up for Dolph Ziggler to come out and actually do probably one of the best heel moments I've ever seen Dolph Ziggler do in his entire career. So honestly, I really did like that segment. I really think I enjoyed it, and not to mention the fact that they actually talked about the Royal Rumble. So that was even great. They had 5 Royal Rumble moments tonight. Royal Rumble promos. They had 5 Royal Rumble promos tonight. I was counting because they haven't been doing it as of late. So I predicted they weren't going to do any. But I was wrong. They did 5. 5. That's a feat for them. But they really didn't have much of a choice because it's 2 weeks away. They had to do something to promote the Royal Rumble. This is one of their big 4. So they actually had 5 good moments. 5 decent moments at that. And yeah, later on, at pretty much at the main event, yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do the whole Pulp Fiction thing, but I'm not gonna reiterate it because you've already seen it. But they pretty much did a Pulp. I'm pretty much gonna do a Pulp Fiction thing, but they did have Chris Jericho finally come out tonight and actually have his in-ring debut. There are 3 things that pissed me off about Raw tonight, but it's not going to affect my ratings so much because this is pretty much something that was going to bound to happen. And there were more good moments than bad, but I'm just going to go into the bad just to get it over with. So, number 3, Chris Jericho, once again, came in, did high fives, take pictures of people on their camera phones without him being in the picture, get in the ring, act all crunk, and then leave. And then we didn't see him again the entire night. Are you serious? You were gone for a freaking year and a half, and then you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this crap again. I mean, come on. It's going to get old. It's going to get stale. Nobody is going to care about you if you constantly keep doing this. And the fact that he keeps going in and out is disappointing. Can we please have some kind of a idea on what they are thinking for Chris Jericho to be coming out and doing this every night? It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just annoying. Number 2, Mark Henry. Now, Mark Henry, him being a monster was great and all, but the fact that he was supposed to be injured and not be able to wrestle, then why in the world is he in the main event match for the night? Is he supposed to be selling an injury? And if he's injured, then why did they take the belt off of him in the first place? I don't understand what they're trying to do with Mark Henry, and I think they probably forgot themselves. So, I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me at all for Mark Henry to have the belt taken off and have Daniel Bryan keep it when Daniel Bryan's time reign is starting to really suck as of late. And then going on to the first part, speaking of Daniel Bryan, to my number 1 moment that really did piss me off, is the whole AJ drama. Now, why in the world are you going to have a little moment, little segment, or a little vignette about what's going to happen to what happened to AJ? Who freaking cares? Yes, she may be a 98-pound weakling, but for crying out loud, that's SmackDown business. Leave that to SmackDown. Oh my gosh, how's AJ thinking? Have that balled up as a little moment for SmackDown because SmackDown needs all the help they can get after last week. So they need to save that segment for SmackDown and SmackDown alone. But the fact that they had it, just I'm like, oh gosh, it just pissed me off. But honestly, I can't totally hate on Raw tonight because they did have their good moments. Number one, it was really good to see Mick Foley again, especially bringing back Socko and the Mandible Claw. I loved when he brought out Socko and just shoved that thing down people's throats and just grabbed that jaw for dear life. I loved that. That was my mark out moment for the night. And I don't have any mark out moments, but if I actually had one, that would be it. Not only the fact that they actually showed Ric Flair winning the Royal Rumble in 1992, that was another moment for me because I'm a huge Ric Flair fan. But moving on from there, I really do like the fact that they decided to have the Royal Rumble promoted 5 times by Wade Barrett, by Dolph Ziggler, by Mick Foley. I can go on. And the fact that Wade Barrett had his moment with R-Truth, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty darn funny. And I'm not a big R-Truth fan, but R-Truth was hilarious tonight. And even though they made him look like a crackhead again, and as much as I don't like the fact that they're making him look like a crackhead, I can't deny how funny his little segment was. And the fact that Wade Barrett was in it trying to be all serious. And once again, there is nothing sexier than a British accent. But anyway, I'm moving on from there. But I really did like that segment with R-Truth. And also it kind of brought some relevance back to The Miz and make The Miz come out there to actually fight R-Truth. So that was good as well. And I think that was also done well. But they had 2 championship matches tonight. They had the tag team match, for the tag team championship match. Now, with that, the only thing I disagree with that is the fact that we never had a chance to see Primo and Epico actually win it. They actually showed exclusive footage about when they won it in Oakland, but we as viewers at home never had a chance to see it until tonight. So it kind of just sucked me out of the whole thing, and I really wish they actually showed it to us, but since they didn't, oh well, what can you do? But they actually did have the championship match tonight because Air Boom actually cashed in their rematch clause. So the fact that Air Boom did not win it, I think was a good thing on their part, and I really do agree at the reasoning of doing it. Well, I don't know what the reasoning was, but regardless, I really do agree the fact that they did not win it. Because it actually gives Epico and Primo a chance to be champions, and it actually makes the belt seem less like a prop. So I really do think it was a good idea for them to actually still be champions. So, good job, WWE. Also, they had the U.S. title tonight. Now, unfortunately, my boy Zack Ryder could not make it all the way through. He tried to be a soldier, but he couldn't do it, man. He ended up losing it, and that's because of his injury to his ribs. But Jack Swagger ended up winning it, but honestly, Jack Swagger really did need it for his career. His career was dying a slow and painful death. So he really needed that championship belt. And I think it was probably a good idea for him to actually keep the U.S. title. So I'm not hating on that either, even though I'm not a Jack Swagger fan. But there's one moment that I loved a lot and did not expect was John Cena. He channeled the anger. He channeled the bad. He channeled the hatred. And he literally beat the crap out of Jack Swagger. Now, there's 2 things that were good, and there was one thing that was good and one thing that was bad about what he did. I'm going to go into the bad. Jack Swagger just won a U.S. championship. He's a champion. The fact that he got beat down so bad by John Cena makes him look weak in a little ways. I mean, yeah, he didn't even have a chance to fight back. The match didn't even start. He got literally pummeled into nothing but a bunch of ivory mush. And that's not really all that great. The fact he wasn't able to fight back kind of makes him look weak. So that's kind of bad for Jack Swagger's side, especially that now he just became a champion. But the one thing I can say is this is a huge turn, a positive turn for John Cena, because it shows that John Cena has a frustrated side, that he has an angry side. If they make him a frustrated face, I think that would definitely help his career. It would definitely turn things around, because people are probably tired of the boring, old, come save the day Super Cena. They want to see, they want to see something different. They want to see something. They want him to bring out the evil. They want him to bring out the anger, the different side of John Cena. And I think that that was a great idea, the fact that they showed that. You know, I think they literally did a good idea, and especially the fact that when Kane came out and said, you know, I think you're getting the idea. Who knows how this match is going to be at the Royal Rumble? Seriously, who knows? And the fact that John Cena had that much anger to the point where he was going to literally take out Jack Swagger before he can even throw a punch, that shows that the match between him and Kane is going to be something great to watch. So I think they did a really good job doing that for tonight. Honestly, there really wasn't much of a bad thing, especially at the main event when John Laurinaitis finally grew a set and literally knocked out Mick Foley. I was shocked and I was surprised, and I love being shocked and surprised. So honestly, I really do think that they did a good job tonight, and I can't totally hate on that. I really can't. So for my rating for tonight, for my grade for this Raw tonight, I am giving it a solid B. Now I'm not giving it an A because it had those moments that you just really couldn't understand, especially the Diva segment with Perez Hilton, which kind of made it worse because Perez Hilton was completely ridiculous, and it was just really dumb for him to even be there. Like, and I really don't understand why he was there at all. He was not germane to the Royal Rumble. He had really no reasoning of being there at all. He was not announced till last minute, and it was just completely a name for him to even have a segment. Like it was just pointless and ridiculous to have a segment for him to be there. So honestly, just for that reason, and also for the other four reasons I just mentioned, I am giving Raw a B for tonight, a solid B, and it deserved a solid B, and that is going to be my verdict, and I'm sticking to it. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you later.